we got lucky in the fact that the things that I don't like to do, Angel don't mind doing, and vice versa. We got
Right.
lucky in that because I think that that could have been the biggest obstacle. If yeah, let's do it. We found our what platform we wanted to try because we weren't sure how it would work out. We found a free platform, and we did a trailer. Like, okay, let's just see how we mesh together. How would this conversation go? And from there.
Hello, everyone. Now, with all genres to explore in the podcast world these days, few are willing to launch a show discussing about any and all topics. I mean, who does that? I mean, nowadays you got to either be educating somebody, or you got to have a master's degree, or you got to be talking smart, or some of this. And now in this cancel era, you really have to be precise with your topics. My two ladies, they took the bull by the horns, turned their deep personal conversations into a hit podcast show. Let me introduce you to Angel and Nikki, owner and hostess, both co-hosts and hosts together on Kicking It with Your Girls. What's up, ladies? Thank you for joining me.
Hey,
Thank
what's
you for
going
having
on?
us. Welcome. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, yes, yes. I'm glad you guys are here. For the last time, I was actually, audience, if you're listening, I was first interviewed by these ladies. So go to their podcast, and you can see my first time being interviewed was with these ladies, and I was on that show, and that's one of my favorite shows, girls. It is.
Oh, thanks.
Thank you.
Yes, we had a great time.
Yes. Now, quick advice, ladies. For those who have a great podcast idea but no budget to start, either one of you guys, what would be that quick advice for those?
Um,
Go to you.
yeah, I feel like we just went and searched for a free podcasting platform first because we weren't sure what it was going to be. So our first thought was to just go find something that's a free platform and just to try it out to see if that's something we want to do or not. You don't want to invest money into something and then you find out you hate it. Now you didn't wasted your money.
Right.
So yeah, we searched for a free
That's
platform. That was our first step.
that's right. That's right. And you guys, what platform did you end up rolling with?
Anchor.fm.
Anchor. That's right. That's right.
Yes.
Anchor. I know every on Anchor. I started with Buzzsprout. It's crazy too that I didn't even see Anchor. It's funny that I remember my search when I was first searching, and all the ones I see now, like where was they when I was searching? When you pick one, and it's like
Yes.
now you're seeing all these other ones, and it's like, dude. Then you also, I was getting emails from like ones like Squadcast and all. I didn't know what they was until you get in. You're like, oh, that's what that was. That was emailing me. But that's funny though. But yeah, I'm with Buzzsprout. So you don't have to have a budget. The reason why I ask you guys to let everyone know that it doesn't take a big budget. You can start when I start with like my mic was like I think $60, and then I had the computer and all that. How much you guys say around you spent when you started?
um, for our first episode, we didn't spend anything. Like it was just
Man,
our
see,
I used my Samsung buds. I think Nikki used her Apple, and we just
Yep.
pressed record.
Yep. Use my iPhone and yeah, we just that was the way we started. We actually Angel was listening to a podcast and they mentioned Anchor and was like, "Oh, well, we might as well check that out." So that's how we started.
that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Now, definitely with kicking it with your girls. I would love to know the history behind this. So let me know the history and how you guys formed together in the show. Period.
Well, okay, so like Nikki mentioned, I was listening to a podcast. I was on a road trip to Memphis, and I came across this podcast called Sisters Who Kill. Great true crime podcast. And I was like, oh man, I feel like, the conversations that me and Nikki used to have on the phone, I was like, man, I feel like if we did a podcast, it'll help, like somebody would want to listen to it for real. She was like,
Right.
all right, you just let me know. And then we had mentioned to our little friend group, this what we gonna do. And one of our friends was like, I thought y'all was starting a podcast. And it was like, oh, we better go ahead and start it. So we pressed record, and that's it. Here we are.
Yep.
That's deep. That's deep. So how long have you guys known each other?
Just over 3 years.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
just
it's
over
just
three
been 3
years.
years.
Huh?
Yep.
That's
We worked
pretty
together,
good to
and I
have a
transferred
chemistry.
in. Yeah, yeah.
Wow,
We hit
that's
it
Yeah,
off.
pretty good right there. Yeah. Like
we got like a
when I listen to you guys. No, go ahead, Angel.
oh, my bad. We got like a lot of things in common. So we kind of vibed off of that. Like we both only have brothers, and it's a few other
Mm.
things we have in common. We just kind of vibe and it just work.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. Now, also, what I noticed is when I first listened to you guys, this was even before we even reached out and met. I was already listening to you guys, and I told you in our interview, like I was drawn to you guys already, but I already felt that you guys like grew up with each other. Like I either thought like you guys were either cousins or you guys grew up with each other because the chemistry was so there in each of your shows and your sessions, and how your topics were like lined in together and in sync. I just knew I'm like they had to know each other for like a while. And then that's a blessing for just that time you guys have that bond to even come up. You guys have your own platform, like just your platform and a voice, within that short length of time. Not everybody can do that. That's a good job. Yeah.
Yeah, thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Now, let us know because I do interviews
Right.
only.
Okay.
Interviews only. Sometimes I sit back and I kind of wish that like, dang, I wish I can just do solo, or I think should I do another podcast? But I'm not even the 2 years in, so you got to get what you start off the
Right.
ground and really be consistent with it. With you guys having a host, co-host, or two hosts, what would be a real obstacle you both conquered that come with having a co-host?
Um, well, for me, it was more so like I'm not good at the analytical things, like when you have to record, edit, all of that stuff. That kind of was like concerning me. But then when Nikki was like, "Oh, I can do that because I don't like social media," I was like, "Oh, there we go, problem solved." But
Yeah.
the major obstacle aside from that was being organized. Like I learned quick early in the game, like I have to actually be organized. It can't just be on the fly because we had so much dead air. Episode one, it was like a whole editing process for Nikki. But
What about you, Nikki?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think the we got lucky in the fact that the things that I don't like to do, Angel don't mind doing, and vice versa. We got
Right.
lucky in that because I think that could have been the biggest obstacle if we both enjoy doing the same part of because it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. But the fact that she's organized and I don't necessarily pay attention to the schedule. I just be like, okay, what we got going on, and she's very organized in that respect. But as far as like the whole
Right. Right.
the editing, the getting it together, the sending the link, all that's me, and that's where I shine. So we just got lucky.
I
So
like
yeah.
it. Wow, I love that. I love that. Now, how do you guys do it when you guys do interviews like you do interviews me? How do you guys plan out? Like, do you guys plan out like a week ahead, or when you're gonna have an interview, or are they more like spontaneous?
We plan every month. So at the end of every month, we go through our calendar, figure out which guests we want to roll with. I reach out to them, and maybe it might be 2 months, but every month we have a meeting to get everything clear and situated.
yeah, so we know what
Wow.
topics we're
Okay.
going to talk about, who we're interviewing, or who's going to be on the show. So
Yeah.
hmm
yeah,
Okay. So y'all ever thought about just even off my first question on your history? Like I know there's conversations in the archives, or conversations y'all had like, dang, that should have been the podcast.
hmm
Have y'all ever thought about getting mic'd up when you're not podcasting?
I'll be saying like if Nikki released our bloopers, oh my god, y'all would be like, what the heck? Like we be having whole conversations before the show even starts. On the recording
yes,
though.
yeah.
Oh man.
Or after the podcast, we've ended the podcast and we'll continue on the
Yes.
conversation. And sometimes it just gets crazy. So yeah,
But
Oh
it
man,
has
I
been
can
times where
imagine.
we'll start talking and then we'll be like, nope, let's stop. We're gonna put this on the podcast.
yeah. Yep. We'll have a conversation like, no, this will be a good topic. This will be a good podcast topic. So just put that on the list. We're going to end this conversation here and talk about something else.
Hey, you guys really need to do that. I need to just get mic'd up and just get that rolling, like, man.
Maybe
Now,
we'll do a bonus episode.
Yep.
Thank you. Yeah. Or when you start your subscriptions, because I know pretty soon you guys will have subscriptions, and then start thinking about bonus, stuff. That's one thing too I can give advice of that I wasn't ready for.
Mm-hmm.
Now that I was like eligible for subscriptions and all this, like I wasn't ready for that bonus like content for that. It's like, you know what? I didn't think about that. So like just that's something to think about, like start getting it, because you guys got that material, I'm sure, but start getting that exclusive stuff for those who are willing to pay for that exclusive material. So that's something to really think about, because everyone's selling exclusive material now.
Yeah, I have noticed that. Absolutely.
Yeah. Yes. Now, the roadmap. You guys say when you were searching, you got with Anchor, the roadmap to launching a podcast. Give us some insight of those, especially there's a lot of entrepreneurs, women, especially men. They all have a voice or something and don't really know how to put it together. Let us know a little the ease of the roadmap of launching a podcast after you have chosen your platform.
Well, I think like with us, we started, like she said, basically because a friend reminded us that we had said we were going to do this. And we was like, okay, yeah, let's do it. We found our what platform we wanted to try because we weren't sure how it would work out. We found a free platform, and we did a trailer. Like, okay, let's just see how we mesh together. How would this conversation go? And from there, we did the trailer, and we launched that. I was like, oh, okay, got a couple listeners. All right, let's do an actual episode. And so we did basically our friendships episode, which is how we tell how we started, how we became friends, and decided to start the whole podcast game. And we've just been going every week ever since.
No, honestly, that trailer we recorded, unrecorded. It was it was a whole thing. It was like, do that sound right?
Yeah.
Nope. Okay, yeah, nope.
Yeah.
Hey, I like the last session, the squatters. I swear, you guys, I had that going in the morning. We was rolling. Hey, that episode had us rolling. And not only that, this is a trip that is true. Because I can recall when we first moved out here, like in 2005, around like 2009 or to 2013, that was real big out here, was the squatting. And like, they were really like trying to like fight for places like where they just squatted. And I'm like, wow. But nowadays you can't do that, but like, that's crazy. Like how you guys, that they were really going through the process and they figured it out there.
Man,
that's crazy.
I feel like I missed out.
Like, you gotta do that in your you gotta do it early 20s. That's when you start your squatting.
Right.
Right.
At home I wouldn't be looking right now.
Right. And like, you mean you can just have that place? That's yours. Right. I can go pick any house. Right.
All these empty. Okay.
Any house. And all I gotta do is turn on the gas and the lights. It's mine.
It's mine.
What? Right. I'm gonna do more than that. We putting cable in here. Right. So, man, that's
out
crazy.
Here winning.
You gotta wait and make sure you're good before you add the cable. You gotta start off slow.
Right. Start out one bag. Get that one bag just in case they come through.
Right.
Just in
case. Because shoot, when 30 days, you master some basically, or you on your way to mastering. So you do 30 days in. Yeah, you get possessive. Oh man.
Yes.
So you guys out there in what state are you guys in?
We're in Michigan.
Michigan. Yeah. Now, again, Michigan, and that's funny because my sessions I do, which is Vegas Ventures Off, I haven't even did Michigan yet. To be honest with you, I've been in 10 different states, and now Michigan I can put down here on the my map. I'm trying to get all 50, but now I have Michigan, and then the community out there. How is it like, and what are some best practices you guys was getting like your local involved with the podcast? Do you guys do things or interviews people that are in your local community? How are you guys reaching out locally to letting your local community know that you exist?
We really don't do much local, in all honesty. Like we more so just promote ourselves within our groups that we have already established. But
Yeah,
Okay.
mostly, yeah. Like it's more so like we'll use our social media presence with our friends and history of people that's been
Right.
associated, and then it just rolls from there. We do need to do some
yeah. We
community.
don't do a
Word of
lot of
mouth,
We got to
interviews
do
basically.
some
though. We don't
community
do a lot of
service.
interviews. Yeah. Um. So.
Community Summers 2023.
So no
Add that to the list.
right. Like, yeah, but that community, right. Like, yeah, I gotta show that and put that content. I want
Oh
to see
yeah,
it too.
yeah.
I want to
Absolutely.
see it. Right. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, but now, not only that, speaking on the social media, I remember from our interview, even before our interview, to where you guys at now with social media, it's like night and day. You guys like turned the volume up. Like seriously, you guys got a whole community. Then you have the Facebook
Mhm.
group. You get what I mean?
Yes.
So now keep in mind, I was just joining Twitter tough as a podcaster when I was trying to influence you guys to
Mhm.
get on there. Now you see the difference on there. I didn't even know that it was so many podcasters on Twitter like that until
Yeah.
I was exposed. I didn't know that. And the community is beautiful out there. If you're podcasting, if you know, you know. But how explain to everyone the thoughts behind coming up with the Facebook group, the name of the group, and the purpose behind the group.
The Facebook group is podcasting for the culture. The name came because we struggle finding our people podcasters. Like when it didn't exist for us to find our own people as podcasters. So we created a group and kind of jumped in other groups to get some members, but hey, we've evolved past that. But but yeah, so we got this community together, and it's so beautiful because it's doing exactly what we wanted. There's so many relationships being built in there. We've met so many podcasters. It's just turned into more than we could have ever imagined it to be. And it was needed. Like you have people
Yes,
in
it
there like
has.
you that give advice. I mean, you give so much advice. You're like one of our beginning members, and it's grown so much.
Right,
So
right,
we're just grateful for that.
right, right. Yes. It's a beautiful thing. You
Yeah.
guys built it though. Yeah,
Yes.
I give advice and all, but you guys built a home.
Yes.
That's something to like you better pat yourself on the back now. Don't overlook the fact,
We wanted that
So
community
like
just to be a safe place, a safe space
boom.
for us. So we can just rock with each other and help each other grow and help each other learn. Like, I mean, we met you, and it's like when we come to Vegas, we already know we're gonna have the best time ever because we've been going
Right,
surface Vegas. Now we're about to go real
right.
Vegas.
Right.
Right. That's right. Oh man. And then I'm gonna have to come out there too and then do a food spot that you guys go to or favor
Ah
out there
man,
for the
yes.
locals, and like really network and like take it further, than just
Mhm.
social media. Because almost this is like the new network and this is like the new thing. And it's almost like I've known you guys since forever, like day ones. Like in this podcasting game, you guys are my day ones.
You
Like,
are
yeah,
definitely
like,
are. Yes.
right. Yeah. So that's one thing beautiful. So when we get on social media, what are some pet peeves that you guys have about social media that you would want to bring up? Like on any of the platforms, what are some things that you would want to point out that anybody will listening to that might be like, that is right. What some behaviors out there you might want to point out?
Okay, that's I'm gonna go.
I'll go first.
You go first, and then we'll
Did I go first? No. So there's like, you guys are on Facebook. So on Facebook, when you're on Facebook, there's certain communities and other parts out there that you will like participate and engage with. So say for instance, I see Nikki. Okay, right. Okay. So I see Nikki, and Nikki likes a couple of my things, right? But I don't like none of her stuff. But I know Nikki knows that she sees me. I see her liking my stuff, and she knows that I see her stuff, but I'm not liking it. You get what I mean? So now I'm going to post, and I'm going to have the nerves to tag Nikki and 99 other people in my post. But I don't like her stuff, but I'm going to tag her. So that's my pet peeve. Do not tag me if you don't like or engage with my stuff. Do not tag me. It's point blank. You have nerves to tag me.
That's so true. Don't tag us.
You ain't been like, I haven't even heard of you until you tagged me. Now you in my notification because you tagged me, and I ain't heard from you since. I forgot we was friends.
Moving yourself from the tag and everything.
Right, because you got shirts for sale. Right, you got shirts for sale now. Are you selling candles and you're tagging me and you haven't liked none of my stuff?
I agree with that.
So yeah. So right. And then on Twitter, and Twitter is cool because you have the groups which are very supportive. But then you have the big shots, what's sitting on 30,000 followers who will follow you and then unfollow you when you follow them. And you don't find out till you find out. I don't understand that game either. Like, what are we in this for?
That's rude.
Are we in it? Right. That's right. So what are we in this for? So it's just certain behaviors I don't think people call out because we don't have these discussions about it because it's not talked about. You know what I mean? So it's really not talked about. So when you have a platform like we have a platform, I think the only way to talk about or even influence others to talk about it is we talk about it. And that's why I bring it up.
Yeah, those are definitely pet peeves. I didn't even think about those. Mine is just seeing the same, Nikki knows what mine is.
Yeah, seeing the same post like 1,000 times. Like we got it.
And so I'm gonna just say, I'm gonna say it. So like in our group, we have our posts blocked because if we do not, there will be 100 of the same thing in the same day. No lie. I call Nikki sometimes. I'm like, dog, I ain't trying to be mean for real, but how many times I'm gonna keep approving this same like I can't. what am I supposed to do? Like
you gotta deny with a message. You guys type a nice little message.
I upgraded the rules.
Like this is a verbal. The next one's a written.
Now you're on the final. Like, no, cannot do it.
You're on the final now.
Out here sending out report cards. You failing at spamming the group. You failing.
Right. What are you doing? Right. What are we in this for? That's where it goes back. Like, what are we doing? Right. That's like somebody keep walking behind you in the party, like, hey, you know I got paintings, right? Hey, you know I got paintings, right? Hey, we heard you.
Got it.
Yeah.
We got it. Yeah. When we want one, we gonna cook. We know where to go now. When we want one, Don't worry.
Yep. So that's my pet peeve. I just don't show me the same thing 20 times, please, Lord. I can't not one day.
Right. Cool beans. So I want to get into this or that. We're gonna find out from the ladies this or that. I know it's both for you guys, so we'll flip it off on each, or you guys could pick and choose who answers. Then we're gonna see how very, very Vegas you are. Okay. All right. So I know you guys have been studying because you know you was gonna get to the test on this one. So the first one on this or that, we got Angel and Nikki, and this is Kicking It with Y'all Girls podcast. You guys already know the link is in the show notes. So this is that. for breakfast, you guys prefer shredded hash browns or country potatoes?
Is the country potatoes crisp though? Like, are they gonna be crispy? Okay,
Yes.
Do I got
Yes.
eggs with these hash
Yes.
browns? Because that makes a difference.
I'm gonna go with the
See?
potatoes. Potatoes for me.
You serious? I'm with the potatoes. Yes. No matter what. The shredders is all right. I don't care for
It
the
makes a
shredded ones.
difference.
Right.
Only if
It
I got
do.
some over
But
easy
then
eggs and I mix them together.
right. Yeah. But do you rather the O'Brien or the regular ones? The ones without the bell peppers or with the bell peppers and onions?
I could do
Me
the bell
without. I
peppers
don't
and
eat bell
onions.
peppers and
That's
onions.
good.
Without okay. Yeah, yeah. And I'm like Angel, it gotta be crisp so I can
Yeah,
hit
it's
that
definitely gotta
ketchup
be
on
crispy.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So the next one, both of you guys get an answer, then I got it. So answer one from Angel and answer one from Nikki. So what do you prefer to indulge when you're watching on social media? IG Reels or YouTube
IG
Shorts?
Reels.
I watch YouTube more than IG.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. 1-on-1. Okay. All right. So this one I had to do the research and this is, in our era. So I had to figure out if you had to pull a double, but you had to bump one thing in your headset and it would be either Big Sean or Eminem. Which one would it be?
Like we talked about M back in the day. I'm working with M.
Yeah, I'm rocking with M. I don't really
M.
rock with
It's
Big
gonna be
Sean. Yep.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy. You know what? And then when I was doing this, my research, my son does it with me, and he graduates this
Oh.
year, 12th grade. And it's funny, I was telling him about you guys, and then he was like, "Why are you doing the Michigan rap?" I'm like, "Cause they from Michigan." So he was like, "Which ones do you have?" So I said, "I have Big Sean and Eminem." And he was like, "They're gonna pick Eminem. Who wouldn't?" And I'm like, "Serious?" So he was like, "Yeah, they're gonna pick Eminem." And it's funny you saying that because I was like, "No one's gonna know." And the other choice was Baby Sada or Royce the 5'9".
Yeah, it'll
like,
probably
no
be
one's gonna,
Sada
pick
Baby.
either one. She's
Yeah, I
Sada
don't know who
Baby.
Baby. Nope.
yeah, see,
I don't
He,
be
right.
Royce
he,
Five.
we went
Sada
to the
Baby,
same
yeah.
high
Yeah.
school.
All
Shout
right.
out to Sada Baby.
So.
Okay. Well, shout out Sada. Right. Vegas love. All right. Okay, I appreciate that. Now we're gonna see how very, very Vegas you are. Okay. So with this question, right. This is off into the slots, my favorite. So, what word is printed on many casinos' marquees as a way to advertise their slots? What word is printed on many casino marquees as a way to advertise their slots? Is it drip? Is it cash out? Or loose? We have drip, cash out, or loose.
I'm going to cash out.
Cash out? And so it's loose. Okay. All right.
Really?
And Nevada law, yes. Check it. It says Nevada law prohibits the word loosest to be used because there is no way to prove that a casino slot are actually the loosest in the city. Loose is a very common word to see in reference to slot machines as it signifies that the slot in the casinos has the high payback. And that is thanks to funtrivia.com. Yeah, so loose. So when you see the sign loose, you don't even see it nowadays, really, though. They don't let you tell, but you see it in the old school ones. They'll let you know if it's loose or not. But yeah, that's the trip. Yeah. Man, my girls. I appreciate you girls. Hey, let my audience know you guys' social media handles and website. I've been on your website too. Let them know everywhere. How can they get in contact with you?
You can get us at kickingitwithyourgirls.com or Kicking It With Your Girls podcast on Instagram and Facebook, or Twitter, Kicking It With N_A.
Yes. And you guys on Twitter too. The Twitter is same thing, right? Kicking It With Your Girls. And if I'm not mistaken, they're on every podcast platform. If you're listening to this show right now, you can go to your search bar on whatever platform you're in, and then type in "Kicking It With Your Girls," and you're gonna see them come up. All right, and you can't miss it. It's just you can't. And go to the
Start at
squatters.
Squatters.
Listen to that first. I recommend.
That was a good one.
Go to that episode first and listen to that one. Then after that one, listen to mine.
Definitely listen
there.
to that interview. It was awesome. It was an awesome interview.
Yeah. So
It was.
right.
It was.
All right. Don't only listen to it, but download it. That helps us, you guys, just to let you know when you're on the platforms and you're listening to it. Download your favorite ones. Them downloads really helps out the podcaster. So download that for us, you guys, please. Okay. Nikki and Angel, did I leave off anything that you guys want to share?
Just be sure to tune in to us. And we'll be in Vegas in 2023. We're going to kick it with Coyal. So ready for that. Vegas Uncensored.
Yes. That's going to jump off our subscription.
We've been on Freedom Street. Was that Freedom?
Right.
That was Freedom Street. Is it Freedom Street? That's what it's called, right? Fremont, yes. Wow.
Fremont, baby.
Right off
Fremont.
the plane, we hit Fremont.
Yes.
That's all I got.
Yes. I got you. We going live, baby.
Subscriptions for sure.
We promote subscriptions. All right.
Absolutely.
Ladies, I thank you, ladies, for joining me. I love you, ladies, and you guys know my door open. You guys need me anytime. Audience, I love you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. And see you guys next Friday. All right, girls. Holler at you later. Good night, you guys.
Good night.